Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Amma ba'd, habibti fillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. أسأل الله الكريم رب العرش العظيم أن يتولنا في الدنيا والآخرة. حبيبتي في الله. I wanted to give my honest review and opinion of a new text that's come out on the market from Akhuna Fadil Ustadh Najib ibn Yusuf Al-Anjalizi Hafidhallahu Ta'ala. The title of this book is called A Detailed Commentary on the Work of an Insightful Luminary. And this is an explanation, Sharh al-Usul as-Sitta. So it's an explanation of the 6 usul of Sheikh Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab, rahmatullahi alayhi, rahmatin wasi'ah. And this text has a number of very distinguishable features, and I just wanted to peruse through some of the benefits of this text. So the author detailed those Sitta Usul, and he compiled numerous works that are explanations of this excellent text. And this text, some of the core fundamentals has to do with sincerity in the religion, ikhlas, which is an issue of Tawheed. And the Ustadh, he details some of the important aspects of what's the maqsad, or what's the intent, what is meant by deen, what is shirk. And he details some of the types of shirk, and he brings statements from the Book of Allah, the Sunnah of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the Salaf as-Salih, Ridwanullahi alayhim. Then he goes on into the second principle. He talks about the different types of differing, ikhtilaf. And again, what I found the text to be a very nice read, although I haven't finished the whole text. I've kind of more perused it and skimmed through it. He details a lot of things about sectarianism when he goes into talk about differences. He talks about the differences which are what are known as ikhtilaf al-tadad, which are the differences which are irreconcilable differences, and he's talking about creedal differences. For example, he details, actually in the text, he talks about the Jahmiyyah, the Qadariyah, and the Rafida Shia group. So this is also an excellent text to go back to as a reference for some of the deviant creeds that have deviated from the creed of Ahl Sunnati wal Jama'ah. Next, he goes into the third principle, and he brings up some contemporary masail, some contemporary shubahat. This is another thing why I think this text, mumayyiz, it's distinguished from a lot of other translations out there on the market. And in fact, it's an excellent compilation, because here, he begins, one of the issues he begins in his text, he says, wasn't Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam a racist? This deals with some of the shubahat that you find, some of the doubts that you have from, unfortunately, from certain individuals, and certain individuals who are even related to the religion of Islam, meaning that they are Muslim, but they have some issues that they need to work out and understand their religion better, so that we can speak about knowledge, speak with knowledge, and not speak with ignorance. So our brother, he dealt with some of these contemporary issues. He also deals with the foundation with the Muslim head of state is to hear and obey. He also details, and actually this is another thing where I found that this is a distinguished text, because I have never seen in English. Even, I can honestly say, mostly in Arabic, I have not seen, even in the explanations, detailing this issue, which is a doubt of the contemporary Khawarij, in which they bring, for example, this person has tried to revive, along with many other mubtadi'ah in this contemporary times, and they bring the flag of the Khawarij. And what do I mean by that? Is they try to bring shubahat to the people, doubts to the people, by saying, hey, some of the Salaf rebelled. Well, in this text, you'll find some excellent arguments that deal with this. And as I said, you usually don't hear those arguments detailed unless you go into further study and you begin. The only time I ever heard of this issue, first, some of the takfiris brought it up, and I brought it to one of the scholars, and he detailed it for me. And this was Sheikh Muhammad Hisham Abu Salah Al-Afghani, Hafidhullah Ta'ala. And so it's very nice to see this in textual form, to have as an excellent resource. He also, then next, he goes on to the fourth principle. He talks about knowledge, Islamic knowledge in general, ilm al-nafi'a. And he brings up a lot of benefits. So this is a well-researched text. And then he goes into the fifth principle, and he talks about the, what is sainthood in Islam, and who are the real saints, meaning who are the real pious or the awliya in Islam versus the awliya of the shaitan, versus the friends of the shaitan. Then finally, he ends the text talking about dealing with the sixth principle, Quranic evidence for following the revelation, the importance of following the Quran and the Sunnah. So as I've mentioned, this is a fantastic, excellent work, and I'm very thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that I was able to obtain a copy, and I highly recommend that you get this as well. Wa sallallahu wa sallam ala nabiyyina Muhammad.